Medium levels of water found.
See, it's interesting that's how we think of it, because I want my computer to be strong enough that I think of $800 as budget. But, you know, that's just me. Like, if I'm thinking a budget just kind of computer that I can kind of do whatever with, then yeah, 200, 250, whatever for a laptop is fine. But if I think gaming rig, I'm like, I'll probably spend about 800 on that at the cheapest.
Robotic colony founded.
High levels of water found.
Alright, still checking around. I haven't seen anything I really like so far. This carbon is usable, and I guess I can go ahead and take it. I just wasn't all that excited about it. Alright, let's grab that up. Aluminum's looking a little iffy this game. I thought I would be able to get to this double, but the robot player took it away, so I'll just actually sit and wait for more to come on in. Let's make sure we grab up aluminum. We don't have to pay premiums for it later. Alright. Here we go. Here we go. What is down here exactly? Come on, reveal the rest of it to me. Tell you what, I'll go ahead and send it out now, and I can cancel it and resend it if I have to. Nope. Nah, he got the high. Yep. Alright. Oh, and there's another high over here. Well, whatever. We'll try and make it work. Thankfully, we already bought up what we need to upgrade. But I think we're still going to go for these 2 aluminum tiles. They're really far away, which I don't like, but... Oh, there was this one right here I missed. Oh well. Hasn't been a good game so far. Haven't played it out well. Get that other aluminum secured. 2 tiles left. I could just take some of this water right next to me. Water's doing okay, so I guess that's fine. Especially because I can move it later if I have to. Maybe even commit to 2 water pumps. It's an option. It's not a good one, though. Ah, well. Let's do it. If I'm planning on moving into reactors, if I just want to make that very standard, basic play, then I think I can go ahead and go for 2 water pumps. But I'm going to cancel it and see if I can get to this claim for a reasonable price. 32,000 is starting to push it for me. It might be doable. Might be reasonable. But 32,000 is going pretty high. We've got a new player who doesn't quite understand exactly how valuable early claims are relative to debt. I might have been able to push it even higher to 36, but we're starting to get into scary territory at that point.
The black market is online.
Can't afford the black market this game. Not in a position for it, unfortunately. So we're not going to even try. Got this last claim. Maybe I do just go with a reactor. Maybe I do just go with a water pump. Water's still moving up as we're selling it for the moment, so... This guy's actually got 2 water down already, which kind of sucks, but I'm not too concerned about it because we can move these later if we have to. We've got the glass secured. We do have the aluminum coming in from, you know, a year away, but a light year away? Do you want me to actually use a measurement of distance instead of time? We'll call it a light year away. But man, it's not good aluminum still. Aluminum, thankfully, is coming down in price, so maybe we'll be able to just buy the upgrade before too long. Yep, water's dying fast. These are actually potentially losing cash based off of power at the moment. But we can always just scrap them and move them into solar panels later, right? So maybe we'll be okay anyways. Really need quite a bit more aluminum than we have right now in order to upgrade. Even with it being so cheap, you need a lot of it. So... Could grab a goon squad, just to be absolutely certain that we keep up some of that reactor production. Especially on a map this big with resources positioned kind of awkwardly, we can see that there are a few of us needing to pull resources from very far away in order to get something done. Me in particular, having taken these, is going to be causing me problems with fuel. So I'm going to absolutely need to be sure that I have a lot of fuel online. It might even be worthwhile to just scrap this water pump and move into fuel with all of these for the time being. And even switch these 2 into solar panels fairly quickly this game.
The black market is online.
Oh, we're close. We're just not quite there yet. Let's go ahead and plan on that play. So we'll put the goon squad down already. Sell off more water. Try and get to this upgrade. Alright, that should do it. Reactor, reactor, reactor. Can I put down another one? Yes, okay, I think. Good. Reactor. Just 4 reactors right now. Try and make it work. Okay. Scrap out of this since I got to it too late. Ah, we can't quite afford the silicon we need yet. That was a stupid thing to do. Alright. Waiting. This also reduces our fuel consumption substantially. I just shouldn't have gone for the aluminum. Not once I saw the 2 high aluminum tiles that were available. The initial aluminum call was based off the idea that I was just seeing this guy and like this guy scattered about. But there was enough of the map I hadn't spotted yet that it was just a bad play. Let's see. I don't actually necessarily want this. I want this.
18,000. 20,000.
I don't want this, even at the cheap-ish, well, 28,000. It's now starting to push to a more reasonable price, because I do have the potential, again, to actually make money off of power this game. Not a lot, but some. Because it is a 6-man game, and power is doing its I go nuts because there are so many people in the game thing. So maybe we'll be okay. Let's go ahead and get into that last little solar panel. There we are. Grab another goon squad and actually defend one more of these tiles. Just to be a little on the safe side. These are all making great money right now. We do need to make sure we're buying up plenty of glass. Maybe push to 120 glass, so once again we can upgrade and move into farms very quickly. That's kind of the next play we're looking for. There's a patent lab down already. This is almost certainly Yezzo doing his weird thing in his corner.
Expansive colony expanded.
Alright, we're getting there. We're getting there.
The black market is online.
There we go. We'll want another goon squad if we can pull it off. There we are. Goon squad, thank you very much. Because we're going to be looking to upgrade fairly soon, and when we do that, like, we're going to be on HQ level 4 making food and oxygen and fuel. Man, those are coming down fast. Well, we did make a lot of them. How many other people have reactors down? One guy? We did also kind of cut our fuel consumption down heavily, and we did make 4 reactors, so I guess I shouldn't be too surprised, but still. Okay, I think we can do the upgrade. Go ahead and get down the food. Let's see. We'll just go like this. 1, 2, 3. That should be fine. And we can look at switching the fuel into glass, I think, and still be fine with it. So let's do that. Go ahead and get into this glass production. Some of it could go into power, though. Maybe we do that. See if we can actually make this money. I know that's driving silicon a little nuts, and we don't have any actual silicon income, but we can grab some. I was hoping to get down a patent lab. That hasn't really happened yet. But we'll get there. It's really the farms that it's all about right now. So let's get that goon squad down. I'd love to push to a new claim. There we go. Get down just a little bit more silicon with that. A farm wasn't also a possibility, but I think the silicon's okay. Niven is getting bought out by Wells because, frankly, he is sitting on a very low stock price. After, well, he put down an electronics factory and it's killing him. I mean, he looks like a computer right now, let's be honest. Okay, the glass isn't making a lot because I committed more to power. Maybe I should have committed completely to power if that was the kind of play I was going to make, but with any luck, it'll be alright. Wells, you are not making a whole lot of money at the moment. Looks like it's almost entirely off of power for him as well, so I don't know if he can even finish that buyout. Pirates are pretty good because there is silicon to steal. My silicon in particular. Asimov has a little bit coming in too.
18,000. 20,000.
20,000 is starting to push it for pirates, especially because I am making money off of my power right now, and could continue to for at least a little while. So we won't push too hard in that area. Let's see.
The black market is online.
Could go for an extra claim. That is the most straightforward thing to do. Not an aggressive thing to do, but it lets me just put down a farm quickly. Oh, there's a power surplus coming in. Alright, well then let's go ahead and scrap this guy. Get down the glass furnace for the adjacency bonuses. Alright. Asimov. I mean, he's got okay territory. It's usable. Clark went for slant drilling. Okay. How much do I need to actually straight up buy somebody? About 100,000, depending on who I go for? Yeah. Alright. I want to see if I can make that happen instead of upgrading. Upgrading is alright, though. I mean, upgrading is still okay, but you don't want somebody to have the sheer potential of having bought somebody out.
Scientific
Water
colony
is also a
expanded.
potential possibility. I'd really love to take down Niven, actually. It gives Wells quite a bit of money, but it's not a bad play still. Yep, here comes all that. Thankfully that one ran into a goon squad fairly quickly. Could go for a claim, could just take an upgrade, but another scavenger just upgraded. That drove prices a little more crazy. Let's get into a little more glass, shall we? Silicon's still coming in okay. Glass should stay profitable for the moment. I really would like this buy. I really would. 91,000, I think I can get there. It keeps going down. His territory is garbage, right? Because he clearly has no idea what he's doing, or he's a computer. But I can fix it. Whoa! That's why you leave your cash in resources when you can. There we go. All right, thank you. Excellent. All right, now I could use an upgrade. 'Cause an upgrade would let me fix his territory up fairly well. Just toss down one more farm, that kind of thing. Maybe I could have moved into reactors instead, but he had already committed to one farm, so I thought, let's just stick to the farms for now, and then we'll move stuff around later. But reactors might be profitable enough that maybe I can just scrap the whole thing and move into reactors. There we are. Get to one more claim. We could even just buy the claim instead of going for an upgrade. It's a bit expensive, but I think still usable. And there we go. Let's see, we've got some fair amount of carbon coming in now. He committed to way too much carbon way too quickly as a robotic player, so that's unfortunate for him. Pirates for 5,000, I will definitely take at this stage of the game. Sheesh. And let's get ourselves some silicone. Alright. What's everybody else doing with stock this game? We already did a lot of stock buying, so I don't know how concerned I am about everybody else's stock buying for the time being. We need 140,000 if we wanted to take down Clark. That's a bit of a reach, but it might still be doable. Another option is to just go ahead and take an upgrade. This would cost 39. Steel is 97 right now. It's a bit on the expensive side. Yeah, let's take our own upgrade. Alright, engineering lab. Patent lab. Let's get a goon squad for the engineering lab. Steel surplus is coming in. That's nice for us. And let's see. These are all still doing okay. They aren't great once again. Our silicon is great though. Like our silicon's still going strong. We had actually bought up more of it. We still have aluminum coming in here. We might want to switch our solar panels into aluminum. Probably a good call. Let's do it. I'm a little worried about how little power we're going to have, so I'll need to spend these other 3 claims on power. But I can spend them closer to my base and then move them later into something else. So that should be okay. Glass is losing money quite solidly now. So we're going to get into a little bit of water, just a couple, and then some reactors. All right. Upgrade that chem production. Should have known chems. Maybe I just go straight into chems. Hold on. How much does chems lose right now? Yeah, plus $3. Let's go into chems, since we're going to upgrade that production anyway. And thinking machines is an option. Yeah, thinking machines is a good option. Shoot. Okay. 172,000 is the new goal to take down Clark. Yep. Clark just took thinking machines from us. Well, makes it a little bit harder to buy him, unfortunately. But maybe we just sit here and wait for this little bit of income we've got going on to come on the rest of the way in, finish off Clark, who has taken the patents that we would have so dearly loved, and then be in a good spot for this game. Water is doing nicely. The food needs to be turned off. Should have been turned off a little while ago. Let's go ahead and turn it into steel instead of waiting. Steel's pretty good. Stop buying yourself, Clark. Make it harder for me to buy you. Yeah, you're real close to dead, and you know it, man. Alright, we'll upgrade that just a little bit more. Fine, I'll go for it. Whatever, we'll just do it this way. We'll do it the slow way.
Your stock is being bought.
Oh, Bradbury's going after me. Alright, he doesn't have a whole lot, but it does mean perhaps I should just go ahead and defend myself.
7,000, 8,000,
You know how we handle people like you?
10,000,
Yuzzo?
12,000,
I know it's you.
14,000,
Alright, we're not going to get that buy immediately, so let's look at what else we can go ahead and grab.
18.
Carbon scrubbing might not be a bad idea. Electronics are looking pretty expensive, and we'd like to be able to make them effectively this game.
4,000.
So we'll go for it. Steel is still real expensive if we wanted to push for this upgrade. No, I hit the button. Come on. But I think I'm still going to do it, because it'll let me go ahead and move into electronics production fairly easily.
And confirmed. Replicators online. Upgrade in progress. Stand by.
Could use maybe one more goon squad in that area after nonsense like that. I should have saved one claim. I could upgrade again, but we're not going to do that, I don't think. Not with steel this crazy. Somebody's got to be making steel, right? Yeah, Bradbury's making steel. Obviously, we're making steel, but if it's just Bradbury, maybe it's okay. We're making more steel. Maybe it would be all right to go ahead and push the upgrade. I don't know. Yep, frozen. Right on top of the one tile in that area that does not have protection on it. Let's upgrade Chem some more. They'll be online before long. This one Chem lab is making us $400 a second right now. I just want to point that out. And I guess we'll go for nanotech since Clark won't stop taking every single patent in the entire game. I would love to get him finished off before he turns into a big late game problem, but nobody else is going to let me. I'll just finish buying myself up, I suppose, as my next play. All right. This freeze won't last forever. We should keep buying black market effects. That way people won't throw quite so many of them at us. Reactors are losing money at this point. All right, then. Farms again. Yeah, glass, maybe. Never mind. Glass is the right call. Yes, yes, yes. My control shift down is not giving me as much money as I expected to. Come on. There we go. Glass is online. Electronics are finally online. Unfortunately, no carbon scrubbing our way. Chems are still incredible. We'll just finish that up, I guess. 600. Sheesh, guys. Alright, let's buy up that last little bit of my stock to secure myself in this game. And then I really want to bring down Clark. With his ridiculous amount of patents that he has available. Alright, steel became bad. Let's get out of that. Move into some more electronics, I think. A little bit worried about that carbon price since we didn't actually get a hold of carbon scrubbing. But we're still making an effort. Caught Wells trying to trigger an EMP on our tiles. Well, Wells, why you gotta be that way? Alright. Boop. And what else can we hit? What else can we hit? Whoa, you guys have a lot of power down. That's a little crazy. Oh, we can just hit this right here. Sure.
Freelance pirates are auctioning their services to the highest bidder.
Well, that's some good tiles right there.
1,000.
Let's keep upgrading what? Electronics? Electronics should be okay.
1,000.
Food is also good, obviously. It would be nice to get into food in a moment here, but
1,000.
I think we're still okay with everything we have.
1,000.
Alright, 10,000 for pirates is entirely reasonable. There's still silicon to steal. Water, not so much, so we'll make sure to put them just in this particular silicon path. This guy's going heavy into the farms. Let's get some more black market purchased up. And come on, chems, make me money. This is so crazy. Well, we can buy Asimov if I want, but I still want to take down Clark because he's actually a bit scarier late game in my opinion. And also, this only gives Bradbury a very, very little bit of cash, so get out, please. No more patents for you. Alright, what's still left over for us? We can get teleportation, I suppose.
The black market is online.
And we can turn one of his tiles maybe into an Offworld. Like this guy could maybe turn into an Offworld. I don't think these patents should be eliminated from the game. I really think they should still be attainable in some fashion. I don't like that. Alright. The rest of these three, it looks like Asimov is the next clear buy. If we can just push to that without doing too many crazy things, I think that's going to be the best option. We have an extra claim. Let's get that down on carbon and go ahead and beef up our carbon production a bit. This should actually just turn into an engineering lab for the time being. Shift E. Okay, I've never actually learned what that tile is. This guy is useless to me. He's just a metal mine sitting there doing nothing but providing an adjacency bonus. Let's get down one more engineering lab. since we have completely destroyed chemicals. We're still actually making money off of them, right? But now we want all kinds of engineering labs down just so we can buy this stuff up. Let's grab some Asimov. Not a big deal. Alright, now these are losing money. Back into reactors, please. All of y'all. Reactor, 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 reactor. Well, we made carbon crazy expensive. Good job, team. Let's see. That means these electronics are probably going to start losing money very, very soon. Even with the upgrades we've committed to them. But thankfully we have carbon upgrading. So, you know, maybe it'll be alright. Why do I still have so many chems coming in? Hold on. Oh, I have a lot of other chem production. Shoot. Details. Well, what do we do here? We could just go into reactors. That's a fairly clear, simple play. I think it's probably the best one. What do you mean? Oh, these all need O2, which... Are they not getting auto-supplied? They should be. I'm just at $5. There, $134,000. How's that? Is that better? Are we okay now? Go ahead and upgrade. Could take a little more carbon with this. Could just throw down steel mills in response to having eaten all that steel. And then figure it out how to actually make money later. Leaves me one claim for something like an off-world market. Very easy to go ahead and put down. Not going to bother goon squatting it. We'll just let them attack it the whole time. Let's see. These two still, once again, fighting each other. Bradbury's sitting on about $300,000. Wells sitting on a very similar amount, but Bradbury is going to be the one we're a little bit more concerned about for the time being, because he has 2 of our stock, and if we manage to get him up, get him bought up, it's going to make Wells have to pay a lot more in order to kill us off. It makes everything kind of more okay. Everything get turned off, please, because, man, somebody did something crazy to water. Let's go ahead and fix that. Electronics, we'll go ahead and turn into some power. How many buildings? I have a lot of buildings offline. And it looks like potentially... Okay, we got teleportation. I don't know if that was necessary, but we got it. Perpetual motion sounds just fine for the time being. Yep, there is a water shortage on the way. No big surprise. That's why water went quite so nuts. Which is part of why I only scrapped a very small number of things. And yeah, more off-worlds sound like a really good idea right now. So let's go with... I need more claims. Well, fine then. Scrap this guy. Off-world. Scrap this guy. Off-world. What is an off-world? Shift-O. I'm never going to hit Shift-O in my entire life. Sorry. It's just not going to happen. Let's upgrade. What's good off-world? I think it was fuel, right? Yeah, let's upgrade fuel. Can get Chem Labs back down before long. There we go. Just send everything. Sell down all the water. I think somebody's still just sitting on water. No, water's actually that high. Water's actually that high. All right. Well, we can get into a little more water production. That's all right. You guys are crazy. Haven't done that to water. So rude. All right, let's get these farms. I guess just this one. Because this is a scientific farm, I can leave it online, and it's still profitable, right? Everything else is looking a little iffy right now. 434,000 is the amount of resources we're currently sitting on. Let's make sure we've just got plenty of... Yeah, there you go. That's what I want to see. Just send literally all the fuel. Now we can turn our electrolysis back on. Okay. Glass is still good. Chems are almost a must at this point. Alright, how we doing? How we doing? Almost got the reactors fully upgraded. Those farms can turn back on. I think we're good. I think we're pretty much set to go ahead and win this game. We could buy out Wells because he's got some off-worlds. Another option is to just get some mutinies up and then start stealing them. How much do we need to actually kill Bradbury? 722. That should not be all that far away. Steel needs to get turned off. You guys can make chems for me. Thank you. I know fuel is very expensive, but once again, we've upgraded chems as much as humanly possible, so... And we're consuming a ridiculous amount of them. We could buy out Wells. It shouldn't make too much of a difference. The game is completely and totally over, so I guess we'll just take him. Take his off-worlds. Sure, keep sending more fuel. I don't even care. I don't know how many off-worlds I have. I'm not sure I care in any way. The game is completely and totally over. I have 76 carbon a second right now. Actually 76 carbon a second. This guy's giving me 12 carbon right now. Crazy. I don't need that much carbon, guys. I really don't. Thankfully, I can get rid of all of these 5 carbon tiles that I super don't need. Go into a bunch of food. Sure, why not?
Offworld
Do we upgrade
shipment
food yet? Yeah, we're
launched.
working on it.
Look at all
All
the money.
these can, well, I guess we have all the water we can in this area. We can just upgrade water ridiculously as well. We'll be okay. Look at that chem price. $846 a second off these little chem labs. It's kind of nice. It's kind of good. All right, guys, game's over. I'll stop building new things and messing around, and we can go ahead and clean it up.
Offworld shipment launched. Look at all the money.
GG. Fairly straightforward. As long as we shut down Yuzzo, we were going to be all right. You guys worry too much about debt in chat from what I'm seeing. Because it's like... I don't... Debt's really not an issue most of the time. Need more Offworlds. Yeah, okay. Like, debt, once you have a lead, here's the thing. Once you're in the lead, debt becomes almost useful. I know you just wanted patents, but patents can win games in the late game. It's fine. But debt kind of lets you trick your opponent into trying to make a push to finish you off that isn't going to work. So maybe they sit back and they think, I don't need engineering labs here. I don't need to commit to my engineering labs any further because the game's not going to go on long enough. So I don't need to worry about it. And I'm just going to try and make the push happen. Or I don't need to put down Offworlds because I'm so close and maybe I can just get there and it'll be okay. And then you just go, oh, look, I paid down all my debt. And now I have 3 Offworlds online and you have none and the game is over. You know? So debt becomes almost helpful at that point in just this idea of your opponents will do stupid things. Eventually this will change as people get a better idea of how the game actually is going and will be able to read how much debt you have and so interpret how much room you have to work with. The higher level of player you get, the less relevant this becomes. But for now, I'm kind of okay getting massive amounts of debt because A, it doesn't hurt my ability to buy everybody else, right? And B, it tricks players pretty easily. So that's why I wasn't worried about my debt. It wasn't even that bad, frankly. What did I finish the game with? Somewhere between 150 and 200,000 maybe? Yeah, that's nothing. Nothing to be worried about whatsoever. Kims did a lot of work for us that game. We made the obvious play of Yuzzo is going for $1 billion D patents. So we upgrade our Kim production 4 times and then make $600 per tile on Kim. That was kind of our late game play after we had already purchased up the robotic player who didn't really know what they were doing, how high they could actually push, and then how they needed to be setting up. Particularly, it wasn't necessarily that they had pushed so high into that auction that got them in trouble, right? A lot of people will see that and be like, oh, well, their stock price fell off and so they died. But no, realistically, the reason they died isn't because of all the debt. It's because they played the game out in such a fashion that they didn't compensate for that debt. Because you can, right? You can do things like just secure plenty of aluminum production and steel production as a robotic player, continue to upgrade your headquarters to kind of float your stock price just a bit higher. Focus on those things initially with just enough money set aside so that once you're up to that HQ level 4 or 5, at that point you can go ahead and throw down things that actually will bring in cash. Yeah, I don't know. Debt might need some more tuning in the game. We'll just kind of have to see where it goes. Debt's a little bit of a difficult thing to tune correctly. It's something you really want, I think, because without it, players aren't getting a whole lot done in the early game, right? If we didn't have the debt mechanic to buy life support for players and that sort of thing, then nothing happens, realistically, right? You have to have debt there in order to move the game forward. But it does feel like it needs a little bit of tuning to get into a better spot. All right, guys, that is going to go ahead and wrap the game's